right, here we go, man. We come from Mastermynd Studios, and we're doing our second episode of Stop, Drop, and Listen. I'm Joe Rowe, Rizot, and the Hizot, Big Joe, and then I got D over here.
I'm Darryl motherfucking Blalock.
I love it. There you go. There you go. There you go. So I think we're gonna start off today. You know, what is your top 5 sports movies of all time?
Top 5 sports movies. I gotta channel my inner child right now because I feel like that's when I was really impacted.
Because in the last 10 years there hasn't been really anything great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I got you.
If you ain't got Nick Nolte coming in as your coach, is it really a sports movie? That's all I'm saying.
Coach Carter did all right. I mean, that's a little older. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, I thought that was a great movie.
I think I was in college when that came out. I think I was a sophomore, junior, somewhere around there. Did I even count? I let it count. Coach Carter was good. My top 5 off top. I'm just thinking from my 8, 9-year-old lens.
Yeah.
Probably a little older than that too. Blue Chips, Shaq, Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, that was a great film. Great film.
You know,
so
and it's supposed to be in LSU.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
exactly,
you know how I feel about LSU. You know I love LSU. Oh God!
And that's not a homer love. That's like a real passionate, because there's homer love for teams, and then there's that passion. Like,
if you know me,
yeah, exactly.
I wear purple gold. Every school I went to was in purple and gold all my life.
Wow,
crazy, right?
No, that is crazy.
Even the black college I went to was purple and gold.
That's awesome.
Every school I went to is purple and gold. So I love LSU.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
We're number 6 right now in the country. Anyway. Blue Chips, right? Little Giants. Come on, man.
No, I mean, I ain't mad at you.
Come on, man. Little Giants.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams, because I love Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner, my dude, man. Any movie in.
Right.
My childhood. I feel my inner child right now. What else? Sandlot. I mean, the way that boy hit that ball
we all grown in a child on there. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun little. The whole scene when he jumps over the fence.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I mean, how athletic was that dog? Can we talk about that?
How big that dog is. Looked like a big, linebacker out there just making moves. He was very athletic. Yeah, no, I get it.
You remember the guy's name, the lead of that film?
Which one?
Not Smalls, but
no.
Kenny the Jet.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez the Jet. Yeah, Rodriguez the Jet.
The PF Flyers.
I said Kenny the Jet like Kenny Smith. Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. My favorite. I was using this as an example the other day, but the fact that they finally get there at the end of the movie, and he's like, "Why don't you just knock on my door? I would have got it for you."
Like, come on, man. Like, now you tell us.
Right.
But,
we're forgetting about one of the best actors, one of my favorite actors.
Who?
Man, you remember, come on, let me see if you got the knowledge. He was blind and owned the dog, and he played with everybody.
No.
I know the name.
No. Who was that?
James Earl Jones.
I haven't seen the movie in so damn long.
He's also in Field of Dreams.
Yes, exactly.
Crazy.
He would.
And Little Giants. No, I'm joking.
No, he was just so good in Field of Dreams too, especially when Kevin knocks on her.
Yeah.
Go away, you 60s.
Yeah.
Peace, love, dope, and just slams the door on his face. Those were such great films.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, last one. I
Yeah.
didn't say Mighty Ducks to die.
No.
And Mighty Ducks. The way.
Very well-rounded list.
Can we talk about how the coach was a player? How he got into how he was. Remember the little boy couldn't skate. He didn't taught the boy how to skate. Then got cool with the mama.
Right.
That Michael. Who did that?
Which one? With the coach?
Yeah, who was the coach?
Emilio Estevez.
Estevez. That was some player shit. How he taught the little Jimmy how to skate and got in good with the mama.
Right.
Oh, come on, man. That was some player shit. And they won.
Player shit.
And they won. Come on, man. Y'all better get that man his flowers. Emilio. All right, you learned something from your daddy, Michael Douglas, man. You learned something.
I love the list, man. It's very well-rounded, and I mean, we could break it down more, but mine would have to be, and I dropped it the other day, North Dallas 40 has always been I just love the movie.
That's classic. It's
classic. And I've been seeing it in years, but Bull Durham.
Classic.
That's probably my number 2. It's just a fun movie to watch, and it was just so enjoyable, and just to see how they were in this little town, and the whole the affairs and how she picks out one ball player way, and then how they come to love at the end. It was just fun. I also did like Above the Rim. See.
Damn.
That's why I told you. That's why I was saying we need to break it down to like the actual sports instead of going to your top 5.
You're right. You understand? I still got to say to my queue. I still watch because Above the Rim used to come on after TNT, after Chuck and them.
Yes.
After whatever the show was Shaq and them on, and so it would come on right after that probably once a week at least. And I always used to watch Above the Rim.
And another one is White Man Can't Jump. I mean, I think what we might need to do after this is, or maybe we'll save it for another episode. We need to go into
sport by sport.
Sport by sport. It'd be a lot, because I'm telling you. And then I actually really liked Brian's song as well.
It's a little tearjerker.
Yeah, it is a tearjerker, but it's a good film. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the man version of The Notebook.
And I agree with you on that. I agree with it. It was some heart-wrenching shit that went on, I think we'll break it down for the audience another time. We'll break it down sport by sport because there's just too many gems out there.
So many gems.
There's been so many inspirational films that we watched. I mean, there's certain films that come on, and if I'm not doing anything, I have to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, everybody knows I have Sicilian blood. I mean, Godfather was on. But another one, too, I'm telling you, White Man Can't Jump is such a great... I love the film. I think it's funny. I think it's great. I love the whole storyline.
What's the movie I have to stop when I'm doing and watch it? Interstellar.
Yeah.
With McConaughey.
Right.
I have to, whenever they come on, I will stop what I'm doing and watch that. That and Shawshank Redemption. I know
that's my other one. Shawshank too. I mean, I love Shawshank.
Yeah.
It's such a great film, and they always say it's Godfather and Shawshank are the best on 1 and 2. Yeah. And
it's crazy. I saw. I was watching on Netflix. It was going through the history of black film, and it was Guess Who Came Home for Dinner with Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Guess who I saw in the background of that movie?
Who?
Morgan Freeman. The first time I ever seen a young picture of Morgan Freeman, I was like, look at that young man.
How old is young?
I mean, he looked like he had to be 20,
right?
70, 80. He was like 70, 80.
He had to be at least 26 because he been looking 78 since I've been 5. I'm just saying, like the man, when he played on Lean On Me, the man looked like he was 45, 50 then.
You smoke crack, don't you? I love that scene.
I smell a little crack on you.
Just a great actor. And a lot of people don't know too. Samuel Jackson was in Goodfellas. Yeah, played Pesci and them whacked him. He played X. He was one that dropped off the truck. I mean, there's a lot of great actors who've been in films.
Wow.
Yeah, Do you remember the scene?
No.
Oh no, you got to go back and watch it. He comes back and
I'm trying to find it.
He's
right
in a
now.
scene before he didn't drop off the truck right, and then they came to his house and goes, "You got any one of your bitches in here?" And he was just waking up, and then he's like, "Get the coffee," and then we're taking the coffee to go. That's what the other guy says to Pesci's character, and it's just a great scene.
I got to rewatch that.
No, it's the truth though. I mean, I mean, there's a lot of these great actors. You see these little bit parts. I mean, Gandolfini was in True Romance. Yeah.
Man, I gotta go back now.
He was in. He got in the fight with the girl in that whole thing. He was the one that I mean, there's in one of those scenes. I mean, with Courtney Love, it's great, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you find them, because we all have we've all worked in the business and trying to do our thing. And I know I've had I've done some 50 Cent videos, some DJ Quick videos and all that shit where I played the mob boss or whatever. And you know what I mean? We all have. But when you look at these great guys like you brought up.
Hold on.
Here we go.
So you a video vixen?
No, I did it twice. I'll never do it again. And it was a long time ago and it was what it was, I had people call me, I'll do it. And,
I don't think I ever did a music video.
No, I did 2 of them. That was it.
I can't
watch. Yeah, there you go. See, there's Gandolfini, True Romance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see.
And then go to Samuel Jackson Goodfellas again. This is awesome how he has this up right now.
Yeah, this is dope. I mean, we over here. We got aesthetics. We got statistician videos. Hold on.
Look at this, bro. Look at all the work this man.
Oh, I do remember. Hold on.
It's right there.
We just right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Wow, I did not know.
Fucking Liotta died.
Man,
So
I miss. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta was tough, dog.
Yeah, he was. I met him one time out here.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he was so awesome. Just a nice guy.
Don't you love when you meet one of these, like,
yeah, and you just have a
cool.
conversation. You're like, oh, let me get you autograph this. I don't want dude. I want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I had the privilege of watching a Patriots game with Bobby Brown one time.
Oh, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
you just brought up my boy.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
bro. Hold on.
Bobby Brown's my boy.
Hold on. Mark, you know I'm going to get him right now, right?
Bobby
and I
Brown
think this
is
is
my
great.
boy.
He just brought this up, and we both have stories. This is going to be fun.
Hold on.
I know
you don't know Bobby Brown better than me.
I don't know about that. We'll see
Hold
right now.
on.
I don't know
Hold
about that.
on.
Let me hear
Well,
this.
hold on.
Oh, I can't wait to go through this.
Even the kids know.
You ever give Bobby Brown a ride home before?
Go ahead. Take the stage and hear your story.
I was with him longer then, damn it. I was with Bobby Brown longer, damn it. All right? So now, I got a story that I'm about to tell it. Hell. Hold on. All right. It was a brisk, a rather brisk Sunday morning in Ladera Heights. And it was like 2007, 2008-ish, because back then I would just go up to the bar and watch Patriots. Well,
right,
watch
he's
football.
he's a huge Patriots fan.
And so huge. Right? And so I would do this thing with my keys when Tom Brady started driving, start shaking my keys up like, hey, we driving now. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm over here minding my business, drinking some warm tea, because I'm getting ready for the Patriots game. Warm my voice up so I could talk all my shit, right? And then lo and behold,
he's like a damn, voiceover actor. He has to have his warm tea before the game. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? I got to warm up the instrument, you dig?
Yeah, I got you.
And so lo and behold, I see two black men walk in.
Right.
It's a black bar, so of course. But then they sit right next to me and I'll do like this. Because Bobby Brown resembles a lot of my father. I saw my father dead, so I thought I saw my daddy. It was Bobby motherfucking Brown.
Yeah.
And I said, Self, you see Bobby? And Self was like, that's Bobby motherfucking Brown. On our own. My prerogative. Like, so all this is going anyway. So I'm like, I'm about to have I was fanning out inside, but I wasn't gonna do that, with him right here. Like,
and he's a cool ass cat. He's cool as cat.
Fuck.
Yeah, he is.
And so I'm cheering put my keys out, start shaking them because matter of fact, these are the same, these are the same keys.
Damn. That's some keys right there to a bunch of kingdoms.
I do this because we driving, goddammit. And he do this. He look over to me like this and he was like, hey. I'm like, sir, Bobby. And he's like, you a Patriots fan? I said, I love the Patriots. He was like, I'm from Boston. I said, OG Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
We know you're from Boston. I should have known that you were a Patriots fan. And so we sat there and watched the Patriots beat, I think it was the Jets of Miami. It was an inconsequential game.
Right.
They sucked. But I got to watch my favorite team with my favorite fucking R&B singer for 3 hours. Now top that.
Mark, I don't think he knew what he knew what he got into right now.
See, this is what I talk about when the magic happens.
No, he has no idea. Bobby used to come into Buca all the time. Okay? I know Bobby's wife. I was there when his daughter died. And I've talked to this, and I have his number on my phone. And I've talked to him on the phone before. We were supposed to get together. Corona happened. Things went sideways. But Bobby showed up one day. And you got to remember, we took care of his whole family. We took care of his whole family. He came in one day, and he was lit.
He always lit now.
No, he was lit. I know what he's drinking. I'm not going to put that business on the street. And I looked, I go, Bobby, give me your keys. I'm not letting you drive home. And he fought with me. Bobby, just give them to him. I'll take you home. All right, but you're going to have to walk back. I go, don't worry, I'm going to take you home. I took his keys. All right, big man. He always goes with Big Joe. And we talk so much shit with everyone in there because we had these little, remember the photo girls?
Yeah. What?
They're all photos, they're taking photographs in there. I used to talk shit. He would just laugh at me because he'd be calling me Big Joe all the time. So when I took Bobby home that night, I told my manager, I'm going to take him home. So we take him home, going through his gate. he threw me some money, which I didn't want, but he didn't. And this security guard wouldn't let him in. And when I got it, he goes, man, how the fuck you not gonna let me in? You want me to tell big man to go loose on your ass? And I'm just sitting here like, okay, whatever. And the shit talking that was going on, and then he left, and I walked back home. It's just like with Bobby with me, I don't even think about where he's at. I've had so many in-depth conversations with the man. I saw his new baby. I met his new wife. They would always want to see me. We would talk about life, about acting, about everything. And like I said, when his poor daughter passed, I went up and hugged him, and we embraced. Like I knew a lot about him. I knew his family that came. I knew everything. So when you said that right now, Mark gave me the glance like, dude, we knew Bobby well.
That's crazy, man.
Bobby is just one of the most stand-up people I've ever met in my life, and it's a real shame how the media portrayed him. It was just bullshit, because he is a heart of gold. He's a real dude, and if anybody ever says bad about him, I'll fucking go off on him because I know him. He's a good dude, I mean, he's just good, and he's a family man, I mean, his new baby and everything, and like, this is gonna make me reach out because I haven't done it in about a year. Mm-hmm. And like he'd always say, hey Joe, what you doing? I was talking about you the other day. You got to try my barbecue because he has that barbecue sauce now. I mean, so that's
that was the good thing about that bar that we worked at was that it was very eventually got very commercial and stuff. But then you go to the bar, it feels like it's almost detached from the world because it's this dark atmosphere. You get in there, it's like what the hell? It's like got the game on or something, and he would just come up
and like show up and just hang out, and then people, Bill Bellany used to come in quite a bit too.
Who?
Bill Bellany.
Oh, word.
With his wife and everything, and he's another cat that's just cool as shit. I loved him in any given Sunday. I'm not even gonna front.
I forgot Bill was in that.
I'm the greatest receiver ever to play the game. It was funny though.
Very funny. I mean, he's a comedian though.
No, he is.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, I was only around him for 3 hours, but I could tell.
No, I mean, he's just
the energy was just.
He's such a genuine person, and I've met a lot of people over the years, and that were really genuine people.
Yeah,
and we can talk about that name, but you brought up Bobby.
King RB, man.
I mean, he brought up Bobby, and he didn't know. I told it's great. That was great. That's how the world works, my man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So let's get into the NFL real quick.
What we talking about, man?
Well, bring up the standings real quick. I mean, first and foremost, Buffalo, Minnesota. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I did. Well, no, I watched it and I turned away because I'm like, game over with, man. I ain't finna keep it moving, man. And then all of a sudden, I keep getting alerts on my phone talking about Kirk Cousins, this and then the catch. I thought about OBJ, like
right, and that's what everybody's comparing it to. And I'm glad you brought that point up because which one do you think is better?
Well, they both went to LSU. So
like a bigot shit.
It really doesn't. It doesn't really matter.
Like a bigot shit.
I mean, it was 1A, 1B. You know what I mean, he's OBJ incarnated.
He's a bad man, bro.
No, he's nice though.
Yeah.
OBJ's was tough because of the full extension. I feel like Jefferson fully extended, but then he took the ball
right
from the defender and came down with it in the way like he damn near moused him.
Yeah.
So no, I gotta give it to Jefferson.
I agree with you on that. I would agree with that. Oh, I was working when this happened. Okay, and this is what's great. And I told you I had when we were talking earlier. So I'm sitting there, and you bartended before, and I'm sitting there washing dishes, and I see what happened. They stopped him on the goal line. And I have some people that I know really well, and they're all bettors or gamblers. And I go, you know what, man? It's going to happen right now. Do you remember All the Right Moves? And the movie All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
And I sat there. I go, you remember that play on the goal line when they stop them, and then they're in the end zone, they fumble the ball? I go, watch this shit. It's going to happen right now.
Stop it.
And it did. And they all looked at me, and I go, no one put that in on your live action bet? I guarantee it was like 96% that Buffalo was going to win. It was at 90.
Oh, off top.
Yeah, it was. I believe it came out to 96-4. That play was so, I couldn't believe it. But the problem is right now, if you want to get in, Josh is, the last couple of games, he's digressed big time.
He's sticking up the place, man.
And supposedly he has an injury, but he is turning the ball over a lot, and that's why they're losing.
Well, thing about Josh is, man, when it comes down to games, I think they lost like some of the, like most of their big games, I forgot the stat, but most of their big games, they end up losing by less than 3 points.
Yeah, but they're also turning the ball over.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, NFL is a momentum sport, man, and especially the position of quarterback, man. And there's only 10 elite ones out there.
See, and there's only a handful of coaches that are elite as well.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm not trying to say Josh Allen because he's
amazing.
He's an amazing quarterback. But I say all that to say that it's the NFL is the momentum sport, and the energy is infectious. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, I get it. I mean, that's why the whole thing with the Kirk Cousins, with the whole change and everything, the chain, he's wearing the chain, doing everything. People think that's camaraderie. That's a team. They're together.
Yeah. Yeah, you got him doing his little.
Yeah. I like Kirkpatrick more when he did it. It was funny. It was funny when but now, I mean, let's just face it, they're 8-1.
They're 8-1. They're going to deal with them. You know, and there's a lot of LSU players that are on their team. So I just want to give a shout out to them for drafting them out because you understand. You know, we make the pro.
At this point, I think LSU should hit you up. You should be in the recruiting department.
I need to be in the recruiting department. Goddamn it! I'm gonna have my people call their people because
you might as well because I know you know your shit. So
I'm about to be Matthew McConaughey on the sideline. I'm about to be McConaughey on the sideline.
As you should. I mean, that program has put out a lot of players except one that I can't stand, and that's fine. Jamarcus, my boy.
Let me tell you something, man.
That poor bastard. Hold
on. I don't know what he did when y'all got him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you a story.
But when we had him, he studied.
Okay. He didn't study there.
So he won a championship with us. I don't know.
Well, that's college. When we all know college is better. It's so scheming. It's better athlete against better athlete. Okay. Now, since I brought that up, okay, we brought up where I worked at before. I had this guy come in. We started talking. He was from up north. He was a Raider fan. And he goes me, I know an executive. Being like, oh, that's cool. He goes, you want a story? I go, yeah. This is going to make sense then, okay? He told me, this is what happened with Jamarcus, why they released him. I go, okay. And he goes, well, it was Hugh Jackson, Phil DePino, who was the quarterback coach, Al. They were all in the room. They were talking to Jamarcus. I go, what's the problem? He goes, well, the offense. He goes, the receivers are not catching the ball, which I get. And he said it might have been a little complicated. And they go, complicated, and I'm trying to get it. And he goes, okay, we want you to run this. And they gave him a DVD. Okay?
I know where this is going.
Okay, so 5 days later, same people in the room. Did you look at the DVD? Yeah. He goes, what did you think? Well, it's a good adjustments. I think it's more towards where my game is at, this and that. Can we see it? Yeah. They put it in, and it was blank. So he didn't do his homework. They wanted a call. Kurt Morrison, who used to play for the Raiders, played at San Diego State. He came out. He does some stuff with Rich Eisen. He told that story almost exactly how I heard it. And I heard about this years before, and now he's dropping it now. And the funny thing to me is when I heard the story, I was like, damn, dude, that dude wasn't lying. Because when you meet someone and you have a discussion that you haven't seen before, you can either smell the bullshit or they're not smart enough to make up what they're saying. Mm-hmm. And I was amazed because he was right. Mm-hmm. And it really actually happened. And that's the whole thing. He wasn't doing his homework. He got lazy. I mean, it happens. Going to the NFL is hard. You know, I mean, we could sit here. I remember Trent Richardson. That was the one that killed me. I mean, he couldn't even hit the right hole, and he just got out of shape. I mean, these guys ball out in college. When you get to the NFL, it's just a different game. It's a job.
Different game, man. It's a job. And that's the thing. One of my case in point, one of my ex-girlfriends growing up, brother was he was an all-world linebacker. Like out of high school, Florida, all the major SEC schools were recruiting him. The dude was 6'3", 245, ran a low 4.4.
Played middle?
Played middle. Because, hey, I literally seen him hawk down receivers. That's how big he was and how fast he was. So he bounced around from SEC school to USM, then from USM to ULA, then from ULA to Jackson State. Went to Jackson State, racked up about 110 tackles, like it wasn't nothing. Got to the Giants, and the coach literally he was there for training camp. He left after about 8-9 days, came back to Mississippi, and Coach Coughlin was calling the house saying, "Is he there? Can we talk to him?" And he sat there. He told the grandma and said, "Tell him I'm not here." And he said, "What's the reason why you want to go back?" He said, because it's not fun no more. It's a job.
Yeah.
But I think about all these players, man, who families make all these sacrifices and invest all this money into them. And that's when you realize, I realized then, and I also had another homeboy who played professional basketball. And he realized, he got to a point when he was like 27, 28, he was like, it's not fun. I realized I did this because people respected me for it. And I did this because I was good at it, but I never had love for it.
See, that's a big, you got to have love for it now.
That's crazy,
man.
it
is crazy because you see now, and we're all around the same age or whatever you want to say. Dude, you have these travel teams in baseball that go year round, and they're going everywhere and spend thousands of dollars. I mean, football, they're all year. Every sport now is a year-round sport.
Absolutely.
You know, and some of these kids are being pushed.
Well, I think about my nephew. My nephew's one of the top soccer players in the country.
Right.
And
really?
Yeah. No, my nephew.
How old is he?
14.
So he's going to try to get on the national team.
We're not going to try.
Okay.
We don't do.
All right.
But no, he's nice though.
Dude,
my nephew.
I've been watching him for like 7 years.
But he loves the game.
Oh no, my nephew loves soccer,
the game.
Though. That's
yes,
the difference.
There's
though.
a love for it.
Yeah. So he travels everywhere. You know, to place every weekend. He's in Atlanta,
this travel
Birmingham,
shit now is crazy.
New
bro.
Orleans, Dallas. He was like they travel like that, and I think about the burnout because think about when we used to play ball. I mean, we played outside in our backyards or in the neighborhood.
Right.
You had the season.
Right. You had the season.
You know,
and then you go to basketball after football or whatever it was. You know.
Yeah. And then if you're lucky enough, you might go to a camp here in the summer, camp there in the summer, but not like. Even in football, like the 7-on-7s during the spring, like it's a 24/7. Like you can't even be an all around sport athlete no more.
No, you can't.
You literally have to choose now.
Yeah, I mean, one of my good friends up in Salinas, where I'm from, his son is playing. Yeah, it's called Saw Loss, but we call it Saw.
See, leave it to motherfuckers.
But his son is playing football for the first time. But here's the thing. They're doing travel ball, baseball on Saturday, and then he's playing Sunday. And he's practicing both during the week, or they don't practice the base. But still, it's just like, the kid's like 11, I think. I believe he is. And it's crazy because he wants to do it, but that's where it's at now.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's stress on the parents, everything. And like you were saying about your friend you knew, I mean, maybe he didn't have the passion and love for it anymore.
No, and that's the thing. Like, he was great at it.
Right.
But he didn't love it.
Right.
And so, I mean, I can understand that's a hell of a fight with being like, I'm great at it, but I don't love it. But if I do this, I can provide for my family. But you know what I'm saying? I can understand that the war, the war that you have.
It's a war of passion, a war of a lot of things going on. I mean, it's what you want to do with everything,
But hey, I could think of a million different reasons why your ass should go out there and at least for a couple years to set yourself up to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or to find,
maybe he could have gotten into coaching or something like that. I mean, maybe he could have had some influence there and inspiration there, and this tell him about you need to love this. I mean, that's the one thing about Brady.
He loves this.
He loves it. He loves it more than anything in the world.
I was having an interesting quarterback. I was having an interesting conversation not too long ago, and it was about like, how you in love, relationships, whatever, and and someone saying like, well, if you love me, if we're together, I want to be your most important thing. And I said, there's no way. I tell any woman that I date or that whatever, you can never be the most important thing to me. And even if I'm married, I have kids, I love my kids, I love my wife, but you would never be the most important thing to me. That doesn't diminish your value now. But because my dream is the most important thing, my purpose, the thing I've been wanting to do since I've been 5 years old, that thing I wake up to do in the morning is the most important thing to me. So, and I have to cherish that thing. It's damn near sanctimonious. Like, that's the reason why I get up every day. So you can never be more important than that.
That's some real shit right there.
That's
a hot take.
As you shouldn't be more important than her dream as well.
Exactly.
And nothing should be labeled on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Tom's family knew what he was doing, and everybody needs to know Tom's real love. You can see his football. He's not going to retire this year.
Oh, man.
He's got nothing holding him back now. He's going to go. He's going to try to get that all. That scenario to me right now. And I don't know his contract. If you want to look it up, if you can, real quick. But the thing is, he's either going to go to Tampa, I need my offensive line and I need my defense, or he might go to Frisco because he is from Martinez, California, which is right there.
Home.
Yeah, he might
That'd
go
be
home.
crazy, man. I think, you know what's crazy, man? It's like, you know, I can understand. I mean, I you know, I don't know. It's, you know, their situation and what was said.
Oh no, we don't know. No one does it. You know how the media is. We don't know what really happened.
I mean, but you think about it, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she probably expected him to be like, yeah. 30 by 35, he gonna be ready to wrap this up. He gonna return Brady by 8 years, 9 years later. He's still playing.
I mean, he wants to play till he's 50.
You know, and the crazy thing is, he might be able to do that. You know,
yeah.
But I think it's unfair to make someone choose between what they love and who they love.
Yeah,
because I think you have to identify before what's most important to me. Just like
it's just like this too. I had a relationship years ago, and you know, and she just got married. I found out, and good for her. And I'll never speak to her again. And I'm not going to go too deep in it, but I still remember what she told me one time. You can love somebody, but do you like somebody?
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's some deep ass shit.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I mean, it did stick to me, and it does. I mean, it's a truth.
Man, let me tell you something. I didn't talk to some women that was finer than a motherfucker.
Right.
And I love the way they look.
Right.
I love the way they look. But did I like them? I didn't realize I didn't like certain women now.
Right.
So I got older.
Yeah.
You know, because think about it is, but that's what, you know, with growth, you know, and self-love, you know, it's like I realized I would date a chick because of what you thought she bad? Oh, you think she bad? Okay, I'm gonna date her then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what? Oh, everybody wants to smash her? Oh, bet. Okay then. This is my chick. But did I like her? Man, I started realizing I really don't like you.
I mean, it's some deep ass shit because when it comes down to the end, I mean, we're all on the point now. We're trying to find that person that can roll with us, right?
Let me tell you something. Now it's like the back that thing up coming on, and the beat finna drop. You trying to find the ass to get on before the beat drop.
Hey, but here's the thing: as we tie it back into sports, we all played sports. We're very competitive. Mm-hmm. So when you see that girl that maybe all these guys want, it's like even if you don't like them. Yeah. You're like, oh, they'll grow on me or whatever. Yeah. Like, I want to be competitive. I want to win the relationship.
I want to conquer.
And that cannot be the case because that's not long term. You set yourself up for disaster, speaking from personal experience.
I mean, we all been there too about it because like everybody's trying, like he just said, conquer.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot to me, you know, I mean, to find that connection. And I kind of recently found it out over the weekend, a little connection. And I want to see what's going to happen.
Mark, you ain't got nothing for that.
I mean, and we'll see what happens with that. It was an interesting time, but and we didn't even go there. We taught. It was fun, you know, because it's like, you know, it's not about the attract. It's about everything else that goes into it. But that brings me up to something else I want to say about it. It's just like we talk about sports teams, okay?
Yeah.
My longest difficult relationship is with the fucking Raiders because I've had them as long as I've been. I mean, come on, I've been a fan for 40 years. I'm gonna be 46 next Monday. Send me some DM money, presents, whatever you want to do out there. But that's truth. It's my parents, maybe a couple relatives, and that's the longest relationship that has been dysfunctional through my whole life, and that's what goes on with sports fans. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, LSU for you, which has been great, okay, but you sit here, Detroit fans, Cleveland Brown fans.
I had to divorce them for a while.
I mean, let's just get into Cleveland. Period. I mean, the Cleveland Indians are the longest team in all sports
that hasn't won the championship. Right?
It's been like I think it's look it up real quick. It's got to be 70-something.
In 1946 or 7,
six or seven, right? Something like that. They're the longest ones right now because when you get into the Browns, they won championships before the merger.
Okay.
And these fan bases,
Jim
you know what I mean? Because I talked to my boy about this. And the thing is, it's like, it's the truth. It's the longest relationship. It's that girlfriend you can never go, you know, get rid of.
Yeah.
You went back for just sex or whatever and tried to work it out. And it goes on for your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, for a true fan, it's deep, man. It's hard.
So the longest currently active World Series drought belongs to the Cleveland Guardians.
Okay, Guardians.
Because
who have gone 74 seasons without winning the World Series.
So the last time they won it was when?
Cleveland Guardians, 1949 was their
we were close. We were right there. We were right there.
That's how you know some sports now.
Yeah, no, because that's how you know. You said 46, I said 47, it was 49. But look at that drought.
Yeah.
You know, and how do you put fans in the seats and find the dedication? And that's what it is.
It's a dysfunctional ass relationship. That's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So what's so being a Raiders fan, who's the team you hate the most?
I don't hate teams anymore.
Is there a team? Who's the biggest rivalry?
Well, no, I would probably say the Chiefs. Anybody in the AFC West.
Could you date a woman that was a diehard Chiefs fan?
Yeah, I could deal with it.
Well,
could you date somebody that was the opposite?
Could deal with it.
Well, no. So one of my exes, I guess she an ex. Shut up, you dumb.
That's that George Strait.
But she, I'm a Braves fan, and she's a Mets fan.
That's a big rivalry right there.
She's a Mets and Dodgers fan, but her cousin played first base.
She's a Mets and Dodger fan.
Yeah. Well, because she's from L.A.
Okay.
You know, but her cousin played for the Mets, and so she became this overnight. For the last 4 or 5 years, she became a Mets fan, and so we go at it. Like, but the crazy thing, you know what, though? I actually enjoyed that shit, though. Yeah. Like, being able to talk shit with your girl about y'all rivalry. Man, that's the best. That shit is cool. Like we would go to the games and shit. Man,
I'll tell you what is sexiest shit when you find a woman that knows sports. I'm not even. That is a sexy.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's sexiest shit when they know it. Oh, I do.
I don't need you to know. I don't want my girl knowing who all the goddamn. If you know every player on all these damn teams, we gotta talk. For real. Like I need you to be like. I need you to be loosely know. I need you to be like, why you like them? Because I like the cut their uniform.
No, I'm not talking about
I need that.
No. I like it when they know a little bit and when they talk about it. I think it's pretty cool.
I'd pass.
Well, there you go. We can't agree on everything on this damn show. But
I got something for you guys. All right, so this is a clip I came across today. I want to play for you guys.
They're calling me the worst bad beat in the history of sports betting ever. You wanna know why? What? I had 2 correct scores in yesterday. Yeah. I had the Broncos beat the Titans. The Titans beat the Broncos 17-10. And I had you guys beating Jacksonville 28-17. And $5 would have paid me $100,000, and you missed that damn extra point, man. You missed the damn extra point. God didn't want you to have that money. So then I saw you were having a meet and greet today. I drove out here from the Springs. Oh, nice. Cool. Bought this. Can you just sign it? I'm sorry I cost you $100. Yeah, I gotta get your Venmo or something, bro. Come on, I'm not gonna stop you from blessing me, but I'm expecting.
Yeah, so I know we were talking bad beats last week. $100,000 for a $5
joint. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse what the guy was gonna say to him. I think it's kind of cool. He got the jersey and had him sign it.
That's cool.
That's cool. I thought he was gonna roast his ass.
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
I'll tell you what, this happens a lot in. It happens in Del Mar races. There's guys that go up to jockeys and go, "What the fuck, man? You stuffed me on that horse." They'll go when they see him in the bar. I've heard stories. They'll go off on him. Because it's
when you say guys will do that, are you talking about personal experience?
No, I've never done that.
Right, he had a look in his eye.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
You
I don't care. I mean, but I thought that was gonna be a lot.
You know what the equivalent of that is? When a woman who watched the stories see whoever on from the Days of Our Lives on the street and slaps him in the face talking about why would you do Jane like that, you son of a bitch. Well, I mean, hey, look. I think we covered everything, man. Yeah. It was a good conversation.
I mean,
today,
we went a little bit crazy. We didn't get into enough of a recap too much, but whatever. We can get that another time because our minds were just flowing and going off of stuff, and it was great. I fucking really enjoyed this one. So let's go and sign it off. You can find me on the IG at Rizot and the Hizot, Facebook Joe Rosati, and also please check out Compadres on YouTube, the other podcast I do with Ill Sun and also SB Press. Check us out on that.
I was waiting for you beside a whole rap like you were Snoop Dogg.
I'd be a big ass Snoop Dogg. At least you didn't say fat.
At least
you didn't say Fat Joe.
Lean back. Oh man, y'all can find me on IG, Darryl Blalock Jr. Facebook, Darryl Blalock, although I'm never on there, but you can find me if you want to. And on Twitter, because I actually been back on Twitter lately.
Okay.
Since Elon bought it?
Huh?
Because Elon bought it?
Right. He was the catalyst. On Twitter, Countryboy24. So yeah,
boy 24. I like that.
Yeah, I had to switch it. And my agent was like, Darryl, your Instagram can't be that. I'm like, why the fuck it can't be? Well, we want to be able to find you.
I still remember I had my ringtone with Mike Jones back in the day.
Who?
No, now you all want me. What was it?
Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me.
She's like, Joe, I just don't think it's very professional. You have that. If the people, I'm like, really? Okay.
You better than me because you came on my MySpace page. They don't tell them what you was on. If MySpace was my Instagram now,
right?
Woo, God, no! Yeah. You probably heard Boosie on there or something, some Boosie or some Webby on there. You heard me?
I will see you next week.
All right, next week, y'all.
All right, stop, drop, and listen. Peace.